As you can tell, I have a bit of a mess here still. I just got home. Let me just quickly tidy up a little bit from my paper doll mess. And I don't have my glasses even. Sorry about that. All right. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. I haven't even logged into the chat yet or anything. I just didn't want to be late. Okay. I'm just logging into the chat right now, and then I'm ready to get going, I guess. Everything is still around me, so it's not like I have to set up or anything like that. It's just a little messy around me at the moment. Did you have a good week? I did. Oh, it was a week. It's Friday now, so let's see. I know which page I want, so okay. I still have lots of stuff laying around me because I had a bit of a big Saturday project. It's actually a very big Saturday project. All right, here we go. I am live. I'm here. I've got everything together. So this is where I left off last week. And this week, I'm going to put this all together, turn it into a journal, and then I can start decorating it. But to start with, I need to turn this into a journal now. And to do that, I have a whole bunch of different fabrics. Let me show you. I have a whole pile of all different fabrics laying here. All different kinds, all different colors, different shapes and sizes. And that's what I want to use to build this. So it's going to be somewhat interesting, somewhat different, and I hope you're going to join me. So the big pile of fabric, I have my brand new bottle of 3-in-1 glue, and I'll prove it to you. It's still sealed. So let's take that seal off of there so I can use it. And of course the plastic decides that it's going to stay. There we go. All right. So if you're tuning in and this is your very first time joining me on a Friday afternoon, it is Friday evening, it is 7 o'clock my time. I am in Manitoba, Canada, and my name is Mary Lou, and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou, and I am so happy that you're here. I love spending my Friday evenings this way, and I hope that you like it too. If this is not the first time that you've tuned in, then I guess you are liking the Friday evenings like this. So I have a whole lot of different fabrics. I have a lot of blue, and I actually don't use a lot of blue in anything that I do. Oh no, that's not true. I use a lot of blue. I use lots of blue. I don't wear a lot of blue. That's what I was trying to say. So all of these fabrics, I am going to need strips. So the strips need to be about, let me find a ruler so I can tell you how wide they're supposed to be. Do you think there's a ruler around me? No? Yeah. Okay, I have a little itty bitty ruler. So the tabs need to be about 1 inch wide and about 2 inches long. So all I'm going to do is cut a bunch of strips out of them that are 1 inches long, and then I can cut them into 2-inch pieces. So I'm just eyeballing it. I am not overly concerned. I am just eyeballing what I'm doing. And if I'm ripping it, then I get a beautiful straight line. And every time I'm done, I am just throwing it on the floor. So tomorrow morning, I am going to be super unhappy with myself because I'm going to have to pick it up. Maybe I'll do it right after I finish recording today. So I'm just grabbing a whole bunch of different ones. I don't really want anything that is the same. This is kind of an eclectic journal, and I want to stay kind of eclectic. Hi Joyce, how are you? Did you have a good week? Okay, I have some blue polka dots. So if you can tell, like, I'm not even measuring. So I'm just saying, okay, they need to be roughly 1 inch wide. If they're not roughly 1 inch wide, oh well, it is what it is. I'm not too concerned. Ooh, I love the sound of ripping fabric. Don't need that one because I just got that. I think that's enough blue. Oh, oh no, I like this one. I like this one. Good, I'm glad you had a good week, Joyce. Where are you from? Where are you located, Joyce? How about we have a discussion about where you're from? I don't ask that very often, so I don't want this. This is boring. But I do like this green floral. Okay. East Tennessee. Oh. So the summers are hot over there, right? I have some pale pink. I like this one too. Pretty. I've used it for something before. I wonder what I've used it for. I don't know. It's been very hot, yeah. So here in Canada, it's hot, but it's not like crazy hot. And actually the last week it's been a little cooler, so it's been nice. It's been great for sleeping. It's, we're down to single digits for at night, which is beautiful. And then during the day, we're at a very comfortable temperature. So it's actually like a beautiful summer weather where you can do stuff. do you have a project on your hands, Joyce, or are you just watching and just chatting with me? What are we doing today? Oh, and I just see that Nancy said that she would be watching on TV. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Oh, I should turn some lights on too, huh? So we don't get the shadows as much. There. Okay, then I have some beautiful, oh, I have some corduroy. I like corduroy. I don't know if I can rip, oh, I can rip corduroy too. Oh, that's even better. I'll take 2 strips of this. I know I have way more fabric laying beside me than just this, so if I need more, I can just grab a little bit more. The Tim Holtz fabric, Raffles, no, this frays really nicely, but you can't make it too small because otherwise, like, you're losing some of the design that is in it. But it does fray beautifully, so it's great for this particular project. I have some of the postage stamp, Tim Holtz, and I think I want to go up like that. Let's take the edge off. There. And then take an inch, roughly, like that. You stained 1,000 roof shingles too? Oh, for the dollhouse. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about, you know, shingles that go on the roof. And I was like, well, why do you want to do that? But yes, I get it. That's a big job. Okay, take some of this if it wants to tear, but it doesn't seem like it wants to. Either that or I just don't have the strength in my hands. There we go. Got it. Okay. What else do I have? I have some coffee dyed cotton. And I have a purple scarf, or purple, kind of lavendery scarf. And lots of denim. I don't want to use denim though, because I think denim is going to be too heavy. It's nice thin denim, so that might work. What else do I have? A little bit more of the Tim Holtz. And I have some duckies. I do. I have some duckies. I think the duckies would be cute too. Some of this. I am really just grabbing some different material that I just have laying here. All right, just these last couple more pieces and then I'm ready to get doing on something. Once I have all the strips of the fabric done, it'll be super fast. Like, it's not going to take very long. It's just, I gotta get through this. It's either do it while I am working on everything or do it now. So I'd rather do it now. if this will rip. Let's see. Not that much. Oh, it does too. Oh, wonderful. Do I want one strip or two strips? I'll take 2 strips. It's not like I never use little bits and pieces of fabric. Okay. Oh. Right here. I made an outfit for my granddaughter out of this material when she was just, I think she was 1. So she's 7 now. Or she'll be 7 next week. Sorry. Let's not make her any older than she is. So last week, I went over to my daughter, and because I don't know if you guys know, but she is pregnant, and she doesn't have the easiest pregnancies. So I went over to see if there was anything that I could do with her, for her, and I hung out with the grandkids. And so I brought over my my Regency project journal, and I brought the City of the Paper Dolls over, and the kids were mesmerized. They asked me to, like, if they could look at the City of the Paper Dolls multiple times. And we went through everything. They took all the dolls out of their pockets and wanted to see what they were like and what they were doing, and wanted the stories that I came up with around the paper dolls. So that was pretty cool. And then my granddaughter was asking me about, like, the different things in the Regency collection journal. Oma, how did you make this? And how did you do that? And can I do that with you? Next time I come to your house, can we dye paper? And I was like, oh my goodness, I am creating a monster here. I don't know if I want any more pink. I think I am good for that. I want that little bit of denim, this thin denim. And then I think I have what I need. Oh, I made that a little wide. Let's make it a little narrower. But anyway, so for me, it's now going to be a really busy time, both at work and at home, because I need to work ahead and get some stuff done so that when the new baby comes, that I have time to go and help out, babysit, look after the already born kids, and see if there is, and help out my daughter. So, okay, now I need to put these in order, and I need to make a decision on what I want to have as the front cover. So it's got to be something that is somewhat sturdier. So I'm just going to go through and see what I have here. And see which one would be, this is sturdy, but I don't really want to use that as the front cover. This one is sturdy. Maybe I want to use this. That one would be cool. Definitely not this. I like this one too. But it's not really appropriate for the front cover. Nope. This one with the lace coming out, that might work. I'm going to give it a little bit more glue. I have not sewn around it. mostly because the time kind of got away from me this week, and now I don't have it sewn, but that's okay. Okay. A little bit more over here. I will be adding other stuff to this, so the pages are going to get a little bit more sturdiness and more stuff attached to them. Okay, so if I'm making this the front cover, okay, choices. Which one should I use as the front cover? We have this one as well. Or this one. So I have 3 here that I can use as a front cover. 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Any suggestions? Ooh, I have glue on my fingers already. Okay. My choice is either this one or this one. 2? Oh, was this 2? I think this one was 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. This one was 2. Yes, okay. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. And now I need some strippies of the fabric. And I'm going to pull this one out because I think it actually matches the dresses that are there. And I'm going to put this aside for now. The pile of fabric is right there. And I'm going to zoom you in just a little more so you can see what I am doing. 2. All right, it's unanimous. Funny that I had already said that. I thought this one would be cool, and you guys are all agreeing with me. Perfect. Scissors. So I need 3 strippies of this, and about 2 inches. Now, if you've watched all the City of the Paper Doll videos, you've seen me struggle with this before. But I think I figured out what I was doing wrong. So I know what I'm needing to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the glue right there, and right there. I don't know if it is completely centered or not centered or what it is, but that's okay. And I'm just spreading it out a little bit. I'm not putting more glue on. I'm just using the glue bottle to spread it. And I'm putting these strippies right into the glue. I had 3. I really had 3 strippies. What the heck? Seriously. Oh, it's laying right in front of me. Okay. There we go. So now I'm going to turn this over, and I'm just going to grab the pages as they are going on here. So I need to put 2 strippies on here. And I can pick pretty much anything here, so I'm just going to take this one. I just needed 2. And I'm going to put it right there, right in between the other ones, right there. So this is just to get the first start going. You should hear my brain going right now. I am going to need the City of the Paper Dolls so I can see what I had done and how I had done it. And now I have to be really sneaky about this because you can't see tomorrow's yet. Just so it wraps that way. Okay. So I need to put this these are going. Oh, I'm just going to take these off. No, and they are going on here. Like that. Like that. And then I am going to wrap this way. And then this is going to lay right here. So I need glue on this one. And now I'm just going to glue down the strippies. And laying this down like that. That's how it goes. Okay. And then I'm going to put this like that and like that. Okay. So then the next one, and I'm just grabbing them now as they are in the pile. So then this one is going to get 2 again. So let's grab this. That's way too wide. And so I'm attaching them right there. Right there, and I'm being careful. I don't want to mess up the pocket here. So I'm putting that there and that there. And then I'm going to there and there. I need one more because the 2 are going to go on there. There. So I can pick it up, put it down, put it as even as I can possibly get it. And then I am putting glue on these 2 pieces. And folding it over. Like that. And I will grab the next one. And I'm going to get it so that it is all lining up so that the bottom is straight. Let's see, what do I want to use? This one has the anchor, so I can probably use this one, right? That would be cool. One, 3. And then, am I correct? No, I am not. This is the 2. And the 2. And then I can fold this or lay this down right here. Look how nice and crooked I laid that. Wow, that's impressive. I am moving this one away because I don't want to have the same kind over and over. Whoops, this isn't attached. Better that I catch that now than later. Okay, let's grab this instead. So I still need 2 pieces, so I'll take this. And this gets lined up so that this right there, and then I need to put glue there, glue there. Stick these down. Stick this down, and then line this up right here so that these flip strippies are right in the right spots. And then I can put some glue right there. Right there, that one's beautifully crooked as well. Does it matter? Not really. I don't think it matters if these are crooked. As long once they're glued down, it doesn't matter anymore, does it? Okay. I have this. I'm going to lay it right there, and let's grab some of this green. Why not? Okay. Now, if these pages are completely finished, it's even better, right? But they're not completely finished. This is just a start for a journal for me. So, but I still think it's going to be really cool. Because I can work over top of it too. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so I'm just lining it up, putting glue there, and sticking this in there. And I'm just lining it and then putting the glue on so that it kind of folds over the little pieces of fabric that are on the other side. Ooh. There we go. And that way I keep everything lined up properly. There. And I have no idea how this paper is going to react to this glue, because this is the iron-on patterns. Thanks, Joyce. Have a great evening. Yeah, see, it the glue is dissolving the ink right there. That's okay. Oh, and look at that. I put it upside down on here. Oh no, it is upside down on there. It's all good. It's like, oh no, I put it upside down, but no, I've got it the right way around. just that the paper is upside down. Okay, I have this one. So this one I did, how did I do it? Like this. It's an envelope, and then we open it up, and it is like a flip out, down, up, down page. So I'm going to flip it up to be able to attach it. So I'm lining it up with everything else, and I'm just digging in and grabbing a piece of fabric. And again, this is way too wide. There we go. And I need 2 pieces. 1, 2. And the threads are going to kill me. They're like, because they're attaching themselves to my fingers, because I have glue on my fingers, of course. Glue, glue. Stick this in there, and I am leaving the threads hanging. I am not cutting them off. I'm not doing anything with them. Then I can close this. Now I can close this up, and then line this up again so that it is kind of evenly divided. Right there. And I need glue here, here, and there. And then fold it over. And just like that. So let's just flip through it right now. So this flips up. So little by little, there is like some kind of a journal appearing out of this. I like it. What I am going to have to do, and I'm going to do that before I do anything else, is I'm going to take 2 a bit longer strips of the denim, and I'm going to glue it in here, right here, and right here, before it gets too much, and then I'm going to start struggling with it. So I need to slide this denim through here and stick it right there. That's one. And then come on. Let's do it. There it is. Let's put it in the right position. There we go. So this is going to be the last, like for the last page. So then it attaches itself like this onto the next page. So I'm going to continue going, but at least I have that piece on there. Let's see. Oh, I have this one. Let's line it up and grab, let's grab some Tim Holtz. Why not? And I do want to make this a little narrower. I'm just going to take a small piece, and I just want it a little narrower. It did not want to do that. It just ripped right off. Okay, let's see if it'll do it now. No. Okay, it's all kinds of crooked now. I need 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. They're all kinds of crooked, all kinds of uneven. It's all good. And I'll stick this on here. This one here. And this one here. Right there. Flip it to the other side. Line it all up. And now we need these 2 pieces. There. Right there. And once you start going, once you get going, it is really easy. But you do have to get going, and that's where, like, I struggled with that in the City of the Paper Dolls too. I'll take this one. Let's put a big page in there, like that. And I'm going to take some corduroy, and I want the corduroy a little bit skinnier as well. Rip it. I love the sound of ripping fabric. 1, 2. And right there. And right there. Put the corduroy in there. And in there. Flip it over. And then we're putting these attached, or attaching these. Apparently my English does not want to work today. Okay. I like it. Now the bonus is, like, it gives you, like, actually quite a bit of space between the pages. It is not, like, it's not super tight, like when you are sewing the pages in, they become a lot, it becomes a lot tighter than when you're doing this. Like this, there's actually, like, maneuvering room. So when you are using lots of mixed media or something like that with this, then you have the space to do it. Okay, I have this piece, and now I have to think how I want to use that. I think I want to use it, I want to put it in here like this, so that you can stick stuff in there, and you can stick stuff in there. So let's see if that will work. So now I am going to line this up to the bottom. So I'm going to give it 2 tabs and not 3. Does that make sense? If that doesn't make sense, let me know. Okay. I want something a little bit less flashy because there's, like, the fabric on that side already. So I'm just going to use a piece of green. And another piece of green. Right there. And I will flip this over, line it up. And this is going to be attached with just 1 tab. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to attach another tab somewhere so that it is not going to be really flippy floppy all over the place. So I'm going to put this right here, and then I think I want to take a little piece of material and I'm going to attach it right here at the bottom. Stick this in here and then fold this over to right there, and then I'm going to fold it back and stick it down on this side. Does it make sense what I just did? If it doesn't make sense, let me know. I would gladly explain it, but I do need like the sturdiness a little bit on the bottom, because otherwise it's just going to keep moving. I am going to take this and I am going to put it like that. Okay. Let's use this piece. It's 1, 2, and I need a third one. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put this one like that and attach it right here. There we go. That way we're not losing anything. So now I need to put this one here and this one here. And yeah, that's what I need to do. Because this one is just an extra one. It's not really there. And I'll flip it over. This. There. Threads hanging off of my fingers. Okay. Now I'm going to take this piece, and this was the 3, so now I need 2 again. Let's take a piece of the cotton, and I'm going to make it narrower because I don't need that much, not that much wide. One, 2, 3. Okay. Glue up here, here, and here. One, 2, 3. Flip. Whoa! Flip it all over the place. And let's go up a little bit. There we go. As long as it is lined up on the back, it doesn't matter where anything else lines up. Glue and glue. And flip these on there. And then I have a little one again. I don't know if I want to do that. Well, I can go up. Let's go up this time. So I need 2 pieces, and that's going to work out really nicely. And I think I want a little bit of the blue polka dots this time. And again, going to make it a little narrower. About 1, 2. There. And I'll just stick these pieces right in there. And then I have a little short little piece. Then I have my nabob page, and I want that to go like that. To attach this right here. There. And then this is going to go probably right there in the center. And I need 3. How am I going to do that? Let me think for a moment. How am I going to do this? Well, I'm going to have to make it so that it's a little bit higher. So I can do 1 in the center, I can do 1 right there, and then the other pieces will just have to fit in there. That's 1. Ugh. You can see how much this is fraying and where all the threads are hanging and everything. 2 and 3. Okay, so let's center the center one right there. Then I'm going to go right there and right there. So it is attached then. And it is still all lining up properly. There we go. And I'm going to flip it over and open this up. So now I need to figure out how I can get this in here. Right there. And right there. Okay. That actually lines up really nicely because that's the blue ribbon page, and now the blue ribbon page has the blue polka dots. And it does work. It is attached. And we just need to attach the next page and then it'll seal it all together again. I am going to put this one like this, I think. And that's going to work very nicely. So now I am going to grab, what do I have left that I haven't used yet? We're reaching the, oh, you've already used this kind of part of the entertainment for today. Well, thank you. Glue snips and chips. Glue snips and sips. Sorry, I didn't mean to mess up your name there. Okay, so then we're going to lay this right here. Glue, glue. That piece. Where did I put the other piece? Right there. Everything is kind of shimmering together right now. Okay. And then this goes in the middle. And then I have to kind of mess it up a little bit so that I can get it to sit properly. But that's okay. Snips and chips. Yeah. Are you sharing? Oh, that's way too big. I was going to cut a little piece off of here. Okay. Stick it down. There we go. Yeah, why not? Let's put the fabric page in. And this is, I think this is very well attached. Yeah. So I'm going to stick it right there. So, let's see, I'm going to line it up properly. And I think I want to use some of this again. 1, 2, 3. And then glue right there. Right there. Right there. And that should stick down. Let's pull that out a little. And stick the little tabs in there. Just like that. Fold it over. And we'll put glue over here and over here. And fold this down. Oh, that's gross. So much glue on my fingers. Okay. Then I have my little girls. No, I don't want to use these yet. I have this one. Let's use this one. How do I want to do this? Do I want to attach it like this? No, it needs to go like this because this is the shorter, the narrower piece, so this is the one that folds out. Let's lay this over here. Open it up and find something fun. Oh, right here. Pretty flowers. Pretty flowers. Pretty flowers. 3 pieces. No, I need 2 pieces. 1, 2. I can pull it out and put these in there. 1, 2, and then we'll fold this over like that. Sorry, my pinky just got stuck in position. Not sure what just happened there. Okay. There. And I'll stick this down like that. And right there. And then when you fold it back, this opens up. And then it closes like that. So that's perfect. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay, I really need to use these last couple of pages because now I am reaching the point of I didn't want to do this and now I have to. Let's put the bag in here, and the bag is actually the biggest piece that is going to go in here. So let's get it in, and I'm going to line it up with the bottom so that it's not going to be like lopsided. You can stand it up and it's not going to fall down, but it is this beautiful Robinson Stores bag. And I need 3 little tabs, and let's see if I have a cool color that I can use. Maybe some more of this. Oh goodness. Why doesn't it want to rip now? It was ripping fine before. Yes, it does. If you want to do this with paper, you can do that as well. You know, I wouldn't use like the heaviest paper for it because you do want it to be able to move pretty freely. But yep, you can definitely use paper for it. You can use ribbon. You can use paper. You can probably even use like a washi tape or something like that. Okay, line it up at the bottom here. There we go. Glue, so it is, and it's super easy because all you're doing is really just going 2, 3, 2, 3, and as long as you keep them lined up, it should look somewhat decent from the back. And you don't have to use like all different kinds of material either. You can use all the same material. Because it's a pretty eclectic journal and it's like lots of colors and stuff, I am just using all the colors. Okay, let's line this up nicely. Right there. Okay, and I need 2 love that I have this vintage bag. It's like, well, it's like a super old bag from the store that I found in my stash. So yeah, that was just pure lucky. So now it will flip open and over, and there we go. And every time that you're attaching another page, it becomes a little sturdier, because in the end, like, I'll show you what the spine looks like right now. This is what the spine looks like. So you can see all the different pieces of fabric. And it just looks really cool. I have so much thread hanging off of the glue that is on my fingers that it is moving the fabrics. Okay. So now I need a 2-piece, so I can put this one in. I already have the 2s on there because I did that earlier, and then I decided that I didn't want to use that page right there. I'm just lining it up. There. Go so that it's centered. Glue, glue, and glue. And I like this because I still have the top open. Like, the top flap is just hanging here. I can bring it down. I may just do that because I want to wreck it. So I'm just going to put glue on here and just stick it down. Just like that. But I do want to keep that fold right there. So I'm just gluing that down as well. There we go. Okay. I've got my bone folder to just attach this, give it some strength here. There we go. And I love how it is like, you know, just stuff that I had laying around, pattern envelopes and all of that. And I like that it has, like, it's super interactive. There's lots of flip outs and stuff in there too. Flip outs, flip ups, the whole bit. Cool. I have this one. Let's line it up like that. I'm lining it up with the bottom again. And I haven't used pink yet, or not this pink at least. No, I want this one. That, like, super bright pink. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Otherwise it's just sitting there and it's so fun and bright. Why not, right? And I only need 2 pieces. No, I need 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. This goes right there, there, and there. There, and there. Down. Let's line it all up, just making sure that it's all sitting neatly. Even though, like, it's not the neatest journal in the world, I don't want it to be the neatest journal in the world. I just want it to be fun, eclectic, but it does need to be sturdy and as even as I can as I can possibly get it. I think the ladies are going to be the back. No, this one is going to be the back cover because it is the sturdiest. So I'm going to use this piece. And this is all material that I had. I had grabbed a bunch of pattern envelopes and some other stuff that I had, and I just decided that that's what I was going to use. And I just, yeah, it's like a super recycled journal, like true junk journal actually. There's, so far I think there's one digital page in there, and even that is based on a on one of the pattern envelopes. And then the next step that I want to do is I want to grab some of my ephemera that I have, like all my sewing ephemera, and I want to add that to this because I think that would be cool too. So let's go a little bit down here, line up against the back, and this goes here, right there, and right there. And this was a pattern piece that was made out of an old brown paper bag. Okay. Are you ever going to do anything with it? No, because like you can't really do anything with it, but when you stick it all together and you glue it all together, then it becomes something a little bit sturdier, and then you have a cool page in a journal. So I put these ladies in here now, and these are going to go in this way. Right? Yes. Yeah. Line them up. And let's see. I want something pretty. I'll take this. 1, 2, 3. Glue, glue, and glue. And we can pick this up because once you have a pile of stuff there, it's not so easy to stick everything down. So then you just want to pick it up and do it. Oh, oops. Go like that. And I can probably cut some of this lace off because that's a lot of lace. And really, honestly, all I did was grab into my my fabric stash and just grab a handful of whatever I could find, and then I incorporated it in everything else. So there was more thought gone into the pages itself than there is in what fabrics I want to use. And because now I'm using glue to go over top of this, so that means that the lace is going to be stuck down a little bit better. And then once I start using mixed media on this, it's going to stick it down even more. What did I just do? No, I don't want to do this. Well, that was silly, wasn't it? I need 2 pieces. Now I have glue all over this. Was not paying attention at all to what I was doing. It's not bad. That's the first boo-boo. Okay, I want to attach this. I don't want to attach it to itself. Right there. Okay, I need to find something that I can stick in there so that it will stay. Let's just take one of these. Just going to rip it. Add a little bit more glue so I know for sure that it is going to stay put. And stick it where I had put all that glue so it's covered and I'm not gluing anything onto each other. Have another gold piece. I'm just using stuff that I have laying on my desk right now. This is all stuff from just this project. So it's all good. Look at this. I have a piece of a pattern envelope. I'm just going to rip that and stick that right there. And then the pages won't get stuck together. Okay. I have 2 things left. So I have one more of these envelopes that I had done, and this one I put book page inside the envelope, and then I kept everything else exactly the same. I did put some tissue paper. This is tissue paper, and I glued that over top of this white vintage envelope. And this is the side that I need to attach. And I just need the 2 pieces. Let's see. Oh, I haven't used this one yet. 1, 2. There and glue there. Stick that down and stick that one down, and I'll fold this in and turn it over, and let's open it up so I can lay this down. And now I can fold these pieces on there. Sheesh. Doesn't always want to do what I want it to do. There we go. I think it's attached. I need a little bit more right here because that's where all that old tape is too. There. And then we are attaching the last page. So the last page is going to be the back cover. And I think I can go like this. I'm not sure if I need these 2 pieces. We'll figure it out. I know for sure that I need this. Yeah, I do. I need 3. Okay. On this side. What do I want to use? I have the denim here. I think I want to take 3 more pieces of denim and then keep it, that's what is going to keep it together. So I'm going to make these pieces a little bit longer, and I think I did that wrong with the 2s, but that's okay. 1, 2, I need 1 more piece of denim. Come on, I know I had it. Oh well, I'll just use, what? Where did my denim go? I was sure I had another piece left, but maybe not. Huh. Well, I'll just use a piece of the, no, I have other navy material. That's not navy. I know it's not navy. But I'm not seeing what I'm looking for, so that makes it a little bit more tricky. Okay. So I need to put this. This needs to line up with the bottom. So I need right there, right there, and right there. I can put this and this and oh yeah, this one. And let's put it down like that. Line this up to the bottom so that the back and the front and the back cover are both in the same spot. So then I'm sticking this here and this here. I don't think I need, yeah, I do need these. I think what I need to do, because this is attached like this, I think I don't need these 2 pieces. But you know what? I'm going to keep them. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep them anyway, and I'm just going to tie them to the front so that we have 5 pieces to the front and 5 pieces to the back, even though the denim is not attached to anything. Take a little bit off of here because I don't want to cover up those dresses too much. Over. Oh, see, everything is sticking to it now. So I'm just going to cut some of this denim off again. And then glue, glue, oops, lace, and glue, and stick it in there. And I think she's pretty sturdy. I'll figure out later if there's anything else that I need to do to it. And I probably do, because it does move a little bit, but that is because the fabric hinges are giving it a little bit of space, right? So this is not going to be able to turn into an alligator mouth very easily, because the spine can stretch all the way to that much, probably even more if I really wanted to pull it. So that's the cool thing about this technique of binding. Okay, I'm going to keep that little pile of fabric that I have here right there, just in case I want to use it for something else. So let's see where I have gotten to, because I've just been grabbing pages and adding them to here and the next page and add it. So let's see what that has turned into. So this is the front. And I do think that I need to put something here that will hold it a little bit better. I think I need to put a little bit of a band from here all the way around to the other side. But I'll probably use lace or something like that so that it is see-through. Oh my goodness, I have to go and blow my nose. Just a minute, please. My apologies. Okay, so we have the front cover. And some of the pieces will be stuck a little bit because it is fabric and glue seeps through fabric. But now that it's dry, it is all attached. But you can see it is sturdy. Like this. This is a pocket, and I glued everything into it now. So let's just take it out. And what I stuck in it was a piece of a pattern, like all just stuff that came out of a bag that I had sitting around. Like this is a piece of this is a pocket that was made out of just lined paper. Like, how lovely is that? And I thought, well, I can make a pocket out of lace and then turn that into a page just like that. And it's made out of a pattern envelope, and then add some cardstock to it and some tissue paper, and away you go. This is an envelope, an original envelope from a transfer pattern, and the transfer pattern, a piece of it is right here. So I do want to do something with it, and I may just iron this onto here because it is iron on, and I wonder if that will work for on paper as well. So there's different things that I'm still trying to do, but I don't know how it's going to work. And I've just basically taken the envelope, glued it shut, and now it's a page because now it is sturdy enough. This is transfer pattern instructions, and I just attached it to a piece of cardboard or cardstock. This is an old envelope for transfer, like for that patterns would come into. So you can still put stuff in the pocket. I wouldn't really recommend it. And then I made it so that, let me zoom you out a little bit, so that it is like a flip up page and then it folds out again. So there's lots of space there to do something with for a junk journal or an art journal or whatever you want to use it for. The other side, you can see like the address is still on there, but I put a piece of that polka dot pattern tissue to it. This is just a book page that I coffee dyed, and then I put a pattern on it and put it in the sun, and it has like a beautiful lace image on it. And then I put another piece of coffee dyed paper on the other side. This is just pattern instruction paper, or think I need to put, I think I need to put something here. See, because now these two pieces are loose. So I need to put something here to attach that together. What can I use? Probably a piece of the Tim Holtz fabric that I used. And this is why you go through it and make sure that everything is stuck together properly. So I'm just going to put it I think this piece needs to go right here to hold it together. Does that work? Yeah. No, this needs to stay. I need something from here. How am I going to do that? Help! Anybody have any ideas how I am going to do that? This part is good. So the bottom is attached. No, right there is the same problem. Maybe if I put a piece right there. Let's find another piece. You know what? I'm just going to keep gluing stuff down until it is going to be stuck together. That's what I'm going to do because I don't want it to fall apart on me at all. There. And then I'll put another piece right there so that just for decoration. It's not going to do anything, but it is just going to hold it. Oops. There we go. So then, that is more attached now. And then I need, this is fine, and then it's right here. I need to attach something right there. So I'm going to take this piece of fabric and put glue right there, and put glue right there, and stick this together. This one is fine. So it is really right here. I just needed a little bit extra, and I'm really worried now that this is not going to hold it together very well. Well, it's going to have to. You know what? Can I go like that? Right there. Now I'm just trying to get this to stay in place. So I'm going to put another, may need to use another bit. I'm making a mess. Right here, I am making the biggest mess you can even imagine. I'm just trying to keep everything together and where it's not going to be glued together. There. And then I need that's fine. think it's going to go anywhere now. Okay. Let's just keep going and I'll look at it later to make sure that it isn't going anywhere. So this piece I'm going to take and I'm going to attach it to here. Instead of backing it onto itself, I am attaching it to the other side. Let's see. And then it's okay again. Oh lordy. Okay. Let's just keep going. Yep, that is attached. This is attached. It does work, but it just, there's a little bit of a learning curve attached to this. This is good to go. Good to go. Oh no, what just happened here? What the heck happened here? Oh, okay. The back cover was on the front and it doesn't want to move properly. Yeah, it's so the front, yeah, it is completely attached. But I think I do want to put, oh, come on. I want to put some lace or some of this really, really nice thin material. And what I can do is kind of make a strip and have it go around, and then you can use it as a tie and tie it all together as well. This, I'm not sure about the bag because it is sticking out like a sore thumb, but I don't want to move it either because, you know, it needs to be right there. I like it. I like it. It is probably going to be a bit of an art journal for me. I'm not sure if I want to turn it into anything else. But a junk journal is somewhat of an art journal, isn't it? Well, at least that's how I look at it. Sorry, I'm just going to open a can because I'm talking all the time and I get a little thirsty. Sorry. So the next thing I want to do is I have all kinds of mixed media things. So some of the pages I am going to give a coat of gesso, white gesso. Some I am going to give some clear gesso. I might take some paint and put it on there. I don't know what else I can do with this. Like if I put some clear gesso on here, I can use it to watercolor. I can do all kinds of things with this, and that's really what I'm creating it for. You see all the journals that are like the journals of ideas. Well, how many ideas can I put in here? So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 pages. And so that's a lot of pages to do something fun with. But just like this, it is really cool already too. Just like that. Like, it just looks cool. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going to take it. Some are just blank slates, like this and this. This is kind of done already. Oh my goodness. Oh, do you see all that glue? And all the threads hanging off of it. Oh, terrible. I'm just going to take a little bit of rubbing alcohol and taking that off my fingers. Alcohol. It's the only thing that will take the 3-in-1 glue off is rubbing alcohol. So I'm just going to take that off because I hate it when fabric is kind of hanging off of my fingers. Ugh. And it is just alcohol that I'm spraying on here. It's all good. It doesn't matter. It just evaporates and then it's gone. Okay. So let's grab my clear gesso. And let's see where I can use this, because if I'm using white gesso, then the effect from the page is gone. If I'm using clear gesso, then I'm kind of keeping the idea of this together. Okay, let's get rid of some of this because I need to find my gesso brush. Easier said than done. I have a big brush. I have a big brush. Can I use that? I think I can. Yeah, that's what I'm going to use. Like, that's going to be really quick too. So this is clear gesso that I've had forever. Because I don't usually use clear gesso. I don't like it. It is very gritty. But I think for doing this is going to give some of this some tooth, and it is also going to, oh my goodness, come on, is also going to glue some things together a little bit better. Gesso you can also use as glue for tissue and things like that. So let's put that bottle upside down. Here we go. There, that's one. Let's do this one. So it's just going to give the tissue paper a little bit of tooth, and it is going to glue it down a little bit more. It's not that it needs to be glued down more, but you know, you never know. These first pages are hard because they kind of fall down. Okay. think my clear gesso is pretty much done. So I'm just going to use it, and then I guess I am done with the bottle. And I don't want a ton of it, but enough that I have tooth on my paper. This page doesn't need any. I will put some on this one. Because now I can do different things with it. Oh, there's a big clog in there. Let's see. Can I get that out? Some of it. Oh, there we go. Got it. Got it. Oh, gross. Oh, just spray clear gesso all over yourself. Sure, why not? That sounds like fun. Now, the one, I think I just got the clog completely. Yeah, I think that was the last little bit of it. Okay. So this page, I don't think I want to put too much on there because I'm afraid that I'm going to lose the color. Same here, but if I put it, once I put it on here, it is going to protect the images, so they're not going to fade, or they're not going to have things like that happen anymore. This I want to use as a collage piece, so that's fine. I don't need to do anything else to it. This is fine. These are okay, they're not, nothing is going to happen to that. This is fabric, so I don't want to do too much, except that I want to glue this down. So I'm just going to take some glue and go along the bottom here and stick it down. And then this stays open, I think. And I have a little tuck pocket here and a big tuck pocket right there. This is fine. This is on, no, this is not fine. This is not on photo paper. So, and I know that this is a digital, so I want to make sure that I'm protecting it as much as I can. And that I can still use mixed media on it. this one, I don't know what I want to do with this yet, so just give it a little coat. So then before I put even more on here, I'm just going to go back and make sure that nothing is going to stick together, because that would really not be cool. So right there, it was already going to stick together. So I'm just going to take my heat gun for a moment and just quickly dry the gesso a little bit. And right here on this page, you can see why I don't like using anything wet with digitals. If I'm not using photo paper, because photo paper I can put gesso on, I can do whatever I want with it, because it is not going to make it bleed. And this is actually making it bleed, is pulling the red out of the pad, out of the printable, and it gives it that. So that's why I always say, when you're doing this and you want to use mixed media, you have to make sure that you're using photo paper. That way you don't have that happen. It's pretty much dry now. And the nice thing of this is, like, look at it, like everything kind of lays flat. You're not dealing with pages that are buckling or anything like that. Like, it's just laying flat. I am trying to make sure that it doesn't stick together at all, but yeah, it's wonderful. I really like it. I want to put gesso all over these, or do I want to cover these coupons up? I don't think I want to cover these coupons up. What do you think? I don't think I want to cover them up. I think I want to keep them just like that, because how cool is that? I'm just trying to see where I want to maybe stick a little bit more gesso, but I just don't know. I'm going to keep this right here, and then when I'm going and I decide that I need some gesso, then I'll just use it. I really like it. I do. Oh, now I have gesso all over my hands. Same problem. Well, not the same problem. Gesso is impossible. Once you get gesso in something, you won't get it out. Like if you are getting, like with clear gesso, it's not that big of a deal. But if you're working with white gesso and you get it in your clothes, well, you now have painting clothes because it won't come out. But again, it gives my fingers grit, so it is not what I want to have on my hands. Just try to get it off. I think I have most of it off now. Okay, here we go. All right, so what do I want to do with this now? I don't know. Now I want to grab some of my my big pile of sewing ephemera. So I have lots and lots of vintage things, right? Like for example, like this ribbon piece. How would that be to hold this together? Would that work? This is velvet ribbon. It's really cool actually. But I don't want to do that. And the reason that I don't want to do that is as soon as I put something on here to hold the spine together, I am going to nip the spine together, right? So now, right now, I have something that can grow in the spine. Like look how much room I can get out of that, from this to that. If I put this on here, I am taking that away. So I definitely don't want to do that. Oh, I have a piece of music. I'm just going to make a couple of pages in here. So just to make it interesting, because I have like some music paper here. I'm just looking around me and going, oh, what do I have here? I have music paper. Let's just stick that down. And I'm going to stick it right here. And I'm going over top of the binding. And when I go over top of the binding, it is going to strengthen the binding even more, right? Like the binding is pretty strong already, but then once I glue this on there, it's even more. So I'm just going to grab my fast grab tacky glue. And I'm just going to glue. And this is vintage music paper. It's actually from, it's a book from 1940 something, I believe. Maybe even older. Yeah, I think I used it last week or 2 weeks ago on one of the pages for the City of the Paper Dolls. And you guys, if you watch my City of the Paper Dolls, I think tomorrow might be a big surprise for you. I know I say it every week, but I love this week. I do. It is a very special one, and and a very meaningful one. So I hope you guys like it. Why don't we do some guesses? If you're here and you're a paper doll watcher, what do you think I will have been using? Oh, I just thought of something. I have some of my paper dolls, not the regular paper, not the paper dolls that I usually make, but these sepia ones. And I'm actually working on a new set of sepia paper dolls, and I hope you'll like them. But one I thought would be cool to put in there. I have really, like, I don't know what's going on, but something is bothering my sinuses right now. I don't know if you can hear my stuffiness. And I've been at it all day, and then I get on here and poof, there it is. So I have some denim strings right here, and I want to put that underneath her. Come on, lady. But I also want to put a little ink on there. What do I have? Oh, maybe some. Can I use infusions? Let's move this out of the way for a moment. Take a little water. And not a lot, just a little bit. And then I'm just going to sprinkle some infusions in there. There. And spray a little bit more water on there. And let's grab a paintbrush. I have a little like this. And I'm just going to color it like that. I am making a huge mess. I don't know if you can tell. That's not what you're supposed to be doing with infusions, but it just happened. Like that. And then let's see, do I have a stencil or something laying here? I have all kinds of stuff around me. Nope, yep, I do. Let's put the stencil in there. And grab my cloth. That didn't work. That will. I need something where I can rub this back off, but I think it's gripped right in there. Well, it is what it is. It's now blood red. What if I let's just put lots of this on there, and then the lady on there. Let's just hide that big red spot right there. Or do I want to put this on there? No, not that whole thing, but I want some of this. And this is super delicate paper. So I'm being a little cautious with it, but I think I can kind of cut around this. I'll use matte medium to attach this. I'm not going to use glue. I want the matte medium to go over top so that it protects the pattern. I don't want to put gesso over it. I want to use matte medium on it, and I can still use paint and stuff with it. But, and I'm kind of messily cutting around it, and I can put it right there, or right there. Okay, matte medium. A brush to use with it. Okay. So I'm just taking a little matte medium, sticking it on the back of this, kind of as a glue. And then I can stick this right there and then go over top of it and seal it in there. There, that kind of covers up that hideous red. I can't believe I just did that. I love the sunset beach. And this is not how you're supposed to use infusions. Do not ever do that. I don't know what I was thinking. I know better. Okay, I think it's sealed in there. Nope, there's right there. Let's see, let's pull this back a little bit. Put some more underneath and then seal it down and see if that will do better. Yes. Okay. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Okay. There. Now I can put that pile of thread in there. Right here, like that. And then I can put the lady on there. And I'll come up with some other stuff that can go on there, but for now, this is what I have thought out. So I'm just going to put some glue here. And yes, now I have glue on my fingers again. And this is a sticker, but I am going to, let's ink around her first, and then just put a little bit of glue into the sticker part, and then she's not going to move at all. There. Yeah, making sure that she is going to be sticking down. Start there. I'm just going to put this box under there so I have something substantial underneath, instead of just my hand. that. What else do I have? I have this piece, and I think I want to put that on the bottom here. I think that would look cool. Exactly how it is. I don't want to add anything. I don't want to like make it look neat or something. I just want to have it exactly as is. So I'm just putting glue everywhere and then sticking it down. Just like that. Grab my bone folder again and kind of just rub it down. Just like that. No ink, nothing. I'm just sticking it down as it is. Just like that. What else can I do? I still have a piece of this here. Do you want that there? No. I don't like that. I might like this though. Would that be cooler? Kind of also takes away from that big blob of red. I'm just trying to fix this big red blob. That's all I'm doing right now. I am just trying to get to a spot where I'm like, oh yeah, no, now it works. So that means that I have to bring the blue denim back to this side so that there is a reason for the blue and there's a reason for the red because I've brought that red over already. So I'm just slowly fixing my mistake. And what else do I have that I can put there? Let's see. Anything else? I don't know. Oh, I have some pretty flowers. They've been laying on my desk all week and I've been wanting to do something with them, but I'm not sure what I wanted to do with them. So I can do that, or I can do the littler one. I don't know. I think it would look better if I put it right there. So take the little one. Yeah, that looks better. And the reason that I think that looks better is because the lady is my focal point. So I want my eye to go this way. This is just all background, and I will have to do something else with this, but I want this to go here so that this stays my focal point. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Okay. So right here, this, maybe I want to put a little bit of, where did that stencil go? Right here. So what I want to do is take the stencil, and I have some texture paste here. And I'm just going to put a little bit of texture paste through there and see what happens when I do that. I need a spatula. I'm just kind of taking a little bit of white dots, and these white dots are going to turn red, but they'll be like a really light red. So yeah, that works. That took a little bit out again. So that's really like, I'm just going to work it and work it and work it until that red now makes sense. I'm going to put a little bit more right here, just so that I am using up all the texture paste because I don't want to waste it. And it's red texture paste now, so yeah. Where else am I going to use it? Oh yeah. I don't know if you can tell, but it is slowly making the red disappear, and it is kind of turning this into something different. And maybe I want to put another lady with that lady. So I need something more substantial here. That's what I'm thinking. Use a couple of them like that. Oh yeah. I think that works. Zoom you in a little bit more. I think that works. I'm actually looking at it on the camera right now to see what it looks like. But the red is now not this blood red spot anymore. It's kind of blended in here, and the wow, use your words. The dots are pushing it away. So I'm going to ink around these guys or these ladies. And make the white disappear a little bit. And I don't know if I already said, I am working on a new set of sepia paper dolls. Kind of like these. And I think they are turning out really nicely. They're almost ready to go. So probably this weekend they will appear in my shop, along with a bunch of other things. There's, like I work in spurts. So sometimes it takes me a moment to get some things done, and then I'm working on 5 things at once, and then all of a sudden I have like a whole bunch of stuff that is ready to go again. So I am at that spot. There is, I think I have 3 or 4 things that are ready to go. So you will see it appear. And I hope you really like it, because yeah, I did a lot of work on it. I think I want it like this. I think I want the 2 darker ones in the back, and then the lady with the umbrella to the front. So I've been super inspired by the Empress Elizabeth of Austria from the 1800s, but more with the movie, the Sissy movie with Romy Schneider. So I've said it a few times. My mom was a teenager during the 50s, and so growing up in Europe, the Sissy movies were really big, and so that is kind of what I have coming up, just to give you an idea. And I am planning on doing something with that for the month of September. I have a journal that I want to build during September out of a vintage life insurance book. Why can't I get the sticker paper off the back? Come on. There we go. And it has like these envelopes in it, and those envelopes are going to be my pages, but they're also going to be pockets. And yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to work yet. So I have this idea in my head, and I'm going to take you guys on the adventure with me for the month of September. So that's what's going to happen. Oh, I do like this a lot. So these are not dry yet. Now the other thing I can do is I can put a little bit of paint or coloring inside the leaves and the flowers and just give it a little bit of background. I can't do that right now because there's so much wet stuff on here right now that if I put any more, then I'm afraid that it is going to fall right off. And this did not want to stick down. I am having a day today. Wow. Right there. Now get sticking down. At least the thread is stuck down. I think I like it. I have this little piece of fabric left. Do I want to put that? Oh, maybe I want to put it right there. Just to balance some things out again. I don't know. Does that look like it's balanced out? No. Well, maybe if I go like that. I don't know. I don't think so. Well, maybe if I do it like this. Wait. Right there. And then do I have something else that I have this piece? So I'm kind of just making a cluster here. Let's see if that will work. Not gigantic. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? I think if I put it there, it is going to be lopsided. If I put it there, it's not going to look right. So maybe I don't want to do anything there. I am going to put a little ink right here so that that corner is not so white anymore. There, that works. I kind of blended it. Stuck my thumb right into texture paste again. Okay, that works. So then I have this piece, this page right here. And there's all the threads are hanging here. I'm just letting them, I'm letting these denim threads hang. I am good with that because that kind of makes sense because we've got the denim thread here. So then having these loose threads right there makes total sense to me. I have this stencil that I got from Lynn. Thanks, Lynn, if you're watching. Let's open this. So it's a brass stencil. I've never used a brass stencil. I see them all the time, but I don't really use them. So, but I think, can I just use that like a stencil? I don't know. Maybe I want to use it. Okay, I grabbed a green. I don't want green, I want blue. I have here my Inktense pencils, and I want a blue. This is bright blue. That's purple, I don't want purple. This is aquamarine. And I think I want some red again. Let's pull some red. Cherry. There. So I have 2 blue ones and a red. Now, I'm going to take the blue and I'm going to trace that stencil. So I'm just gonna, I may have to sharpen the pencil a little bit. Maybe if I have a pencil sharpener, it would work even better. Because I need a pretty sharp point to be able to go through here. Okay. Well, that's what I thought. Thought I had broken the point right off, but I couldn't. It wasn't moving, so which is okay. I could just use just the point and stick that through. So Inktense is like ink in pencil form, and you can draw with it, of course, but that's not what it's meant for. They're for embossing. Oh, okay. So this would be for embossing too? Does it say that on here? Oh yeah, it is. It is for embossing. Oh, apparently I'm using it as a stencil right now. Thanks, Sherry. See? I just learned something new. Because yes, this is heavy too. But it is working for what I'm doing right now. Somehow, I think. Somewhat. I'm going to lay this back on there. And what I'm going to do, okay, I think I have it back in place. And I'm going to take a water brush. I should have a water brush with water. There should be a whole bunch of water brushes with water, because that had been my plan a little while ago and I never did it. There we go. I knew there was one. Okay. So I am just going to add some water to this, and then is going to take the ink lay it back down, back in place. There. I'm just trying to get the ink to dissolve so that it's doing what I want it to do. And again, I might be making even more of a mess, but at least I'm trying something, and trying something new. Oh yeah, no, that works. It worked. Is it perfect? No. I just want the ink to come off of here. There. Okay. So I am going to put like a little bit of Inktense right here along the top. grab my water brush and just kind of give it just that bit of water on here so that the color comes through. And then I want to use some cherry right here to bring the red from this part back in here. So I'm not using a lot, and I'm really definitely not pushing onto that pencil. Like, I'm just using a little bit. I am taking the blue off my water brush, and let's see if I can get some red on here. And this is why I use the gesso, so that I can play with wet mediums, even though the Inktense is a dry medium, but as soon as you want to turn it into ink, then it becomes a wet medium. Yeah, like, I like using things that aren't supposed to be used for something in a different way. So yeah, that's done. So hey, Snurfy, you lurk away. Okay, I actually like this, and I can see that this is now starting to look more cohesive. Even though, like, this is Infusions and this is Inktense, it still works because it is red. Just because you are using one medium on one page doesn't mean you have to use the same medium on the other page. But it still brings the same color together. And because I used all the blue in here as well, because denim of course is blue, and there's blue in here, so then there's the blue that comes back in there. And it is a dress because it is kind of a fashion thing. I don't mind this at all. You can see the everything coming through. What else do I have that I can use? All I see laying here are fairy wings. I don't know, I can put a fairy wing on it. Right here, I have a fairy wing. You know what? That would actually look really cool. Look at that. That would look so cool. Put a fairy wing right over top. I should have actually put that underneath. Let's see where I can take this. I am really just using what is around me. Like, there is so much stuff around me that it doesn't really matter what I do with it. All of this is actually the stuff that where I'm like, oh, well, I might use it at some point, but I probably never will. So why not try something different with it? So I have one wing. Oh, you know what? What if I go like this? And then I'm going to take the other side. And go like that. And I'm just going to turn it into like a sitting butterfly. Does that make sense? Or I can put them, can I put them together like that? I think I can. And then use them as the page tab. That works. It does work. Why not? So I'm going to take one, and I'm just going to stick it down here. Why the heck not, right? Is it gonna hurt if I do this? It's just my journal. Be fearless, I guess, is the message here. And I'm just lining them up together. There we go. That is so cool. Well, that was a great idea. Whoever thought that out was say, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I want to put something in here so that it has a little bit more interesting thingies going on. Like I can glue it together, but that's kind of boring. What if I take a piece of fabric and stick that in between? Well, I like that. Do I like that? Oh, that shimmers really badly. And I don't think I like that. What else do I have? I don't know. I think it might have to stay just like that. This side is glued down. Why is this side not sticking down? Too much glue, maybe? No. It keeps moving. It will stick down. At some point it will be stuck down. But right now it just keeps moving. And I don't want to touch it too much because then it's going to move out of the way, I think. You know what I could do? Oh, okay. In the interest of experimenting, I have some alcohol ink here. I'm going to try and give it just a drop. And I have some more because I have a couple of colors here. So I'm just playing. I don't know if you realize that, but I'm just playing. I am just having some fun here. You know what? I may have to open this up for a second and put the blow dryer on there. Come on. Let's throw some green in there. This is lettuce. And I have some eggplant. I know, it sounds weird. This was the set that just came together like that. Well, doesn't that look nifty? I like it. That turned into something completely different from what I was thinking. Just completely different. But I do like it. Right here, I think I want to take that red again. Let me close these other two bottles up. And I believe this is cranberry. Yeah. And I think I'm going to open this up. And I'm just going to put a drop here and a drop here. And spread it so that, there we go. A little bit more. That's a little bit more than what I wanted, but that's okay. Put it up again. Come on. Oh yeah, that's even better. I don't know if you can see what is happening, but it is bubbling and doing stuff, so it's cooking. So then I'll take some more of the eggplant, because I do want that purple to show as well. And let's dry it quickly before it takes over the green. Well, what the heck? Am I just frozen on my screen? Yeah, I am. I'm like, why is my screen not moving? Okay. So I really like this. Is it dry? It is dry. That's the bonus of alcohol. Ink, it dries for really quickly. I do like this. And again, the red is moved into that wing. So it makes sense and it doesn't make sense, but I really like how it looks. I may give it just a little bit definition so that you can really see the wing. And I'm going to do that with one of my Inktense pencils. What color? A dark chocolate. Let's use a dark chocolate. So I'm just going to put some dark chocolate right there. My water brush. Yeah, it's interesting for sure. I can do some other butterfly stuff on here. Just because I started with the dress doesn't mean I have to stick with it. I now kind of committed to the butterfly idea and definitely to the colors. So yeah, I don't know. What do I have that I can, what else do I have that I can use, right? That's kind of where I'm at right now. I have I'm just looking everywhere to see if I have something that would be fun to use with this. I have some, oh, I have stuff laying here, like around me, that I haven't used for anything yet. I think I want to use some of these roses. And I think these are from my 19... I think it's the Retro Reverie Junk Journal kit. Yeah, I just love these. Do I want to use these, or do I want to use that one? Why not? Just quickly fussy cut around them, and then we'll ink them, stick them down. And I think we're at the end of tonight, so you know, I built a whole journal tonight and started on a page, so that's pretty good. And I know this is like a 3-week program right now. I kind of want to continue doing this. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this or if you're not enjoying it, but I am, and I hope you are enjoying it, because there's actually like quite a bit of technique and stuff that I am showing on how I like to do things. So I may just continue with this for a little while until I come up with a really brilliant idea to do on a Friday evening. But let me know. Snurfbee, Sherry, Nancy, what do you think? Do you want me to continue with this journal and just create a bunch of pages in here? Or are you tired of this journal? Like, I think next week what I want to do is grab my big shoebox full of sewing, like vintage sewing ephemera that I want to use in here. I get just buttons and measuring tapes and all kinds of things like that, and I think that would be really cool to use. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Just taking this triangle here. I can stick that right there. I kind of stick these roses, have them come out from under there, and then over there. Is that going to work? No, it's not going to work, because I don't like it. I do, however, have this. Can I do something with that? This is a really pretty scarf that I have been using for different things, so it's all good. Let's see. I want lots of fabric and lots of different things in here. That works, but it makes no sense. I think that's where I'm at. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, as much as I really, really love it. I know I am sighing because I am not seeing where I'm going with this. Okay, first off, let's see if I can get rid of that blue. But oh yeah, I can make it a blue dot. Just, oh, why not just put lots of water on there, see what happens? Because why not? Yep. Okay, now I'm making a mess. Let's see if I can get this dried. Come on. Okay. Dry enough. So now it doesn't have that dress anymore. So then I can put that on there with that. And it still doesn't make any sense. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I am going to have to think about this. I may actually have to be in a situation where, I don't know if you guys have seen Louisa Heinzel. She has been playing with ChatGPT. And I think that that would be something that I may have to do. I may have to go, okay, this is where I'm at. This is everything I have. What am I going to do? Because I'm stuck. I don't know. Well, I know that I like this. I do. I like this. But how do I incorporate this into the page now? And that's kind of where I'm at. I don't know what to do. I want to have it so that this page and this page are kind of working together. They're not working against each other. Right now they are working together in some really weird way, but I don't know what to do to make sure that this is actually a nice looking page as opposed to just something that where it is just something. I don't like asking ChatGPT to finish my project, not because I don't believe that it can, and I don't believe that is anything against my my own creativity. Woo. But sometimes, you know, you're just that stuck. Ooh, how would that be? Not in a million years. I do have this bow. I could put, if this one was a little bit smaller, right? What about another one? That would be pretty. Yeah. So I am in a spot where I just don't know where to take it anymore. And that is usually a spot where I need to take a break and walk away from it and then come back and see where what I am going to do. So it is also just about that time. So make sure that you hit the like button if you haven't done that yet. It helps my channel a lot if you're doing that. Um, and but I do want to thank you guys for joining me again. I'm seeing the same names pop up week after week, and I really appreciate that. Um, you know, it is summer. I'm sure we have other things to do on a Friday evening than sitting here and watching me craft. So I definitely appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will just flip through again. Look at this. I even got ink or infusions on the front. I'll just flip through this brand new journal that I just put together tonight again while you are sitting here, and I'll just, now it is sticking together, which is definitely not what I wanted. Oh no. No. Okay, well that's fixable, but let's not have that happen too much. The reason that it's sticking together is because I put the gesso on there, and the gesso also acts like a glue. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being subscribed to my channel. You know, I appreciate you guys. I don't say it enough how much I appreciate all your support and all your friendship. Really, that's like I feel like I'm making some friends here, and I love it. So have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Have a great Saturday. Don't forget, tomorrow is Paper Doll Saturday, and I think you guys are going to love her. Love. And I am not saying that just because I made it, but I think she is beautiful, and I hope you guys like her as well. So have a wonderful evening, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.